Okay, everyone. This is the epcsnapshots.com with a lot of features. You have here different widgets for articles, EPC rules. For example, calculation of periods, like just as one example, further processing. Let's say you have here the option to set dates, and also in here extended deadline. And if you set all the dates and you calculate timeline, you have here, because we haven't set each and every date, the timeline is not generated, but you have the timeline here, okay? So you have this option to have generation of timelines for different tools. And you also have the option to have a combination of articles and rules in combined interactive tools such as EPC finding validator with different articles combined for you to set dates and calculate, generate timelines. This is valid for all these tools: opposition, limitation, revocation, FPO, time limit calculation, formalities, etc. For example, let's just look at formalities. You have different options here to use different parametric values in your timeline. So this is the first part, widgets and tools. The second part is free engine modules. In here, you have different submodules. For example, fee reduction trainer here, just as an example. You have introduction information. You start by identifying the conditions of the present special situation. Applicant from non-EN, PRD, official language contracting state, you choose this, and you do other selections, and you have the fees, breakdown of fees. Okay, so this is useful for fee calculation. You have 7 widgets here for fee engine, under fee engine modules to calculate fees. Then you have interactive stories, and this is, I believe, also a feature of this website, which will potentially probably be very useful for EQE candidates. This is learning by interaction kind of part of the website, where you just choose a part. As you see on the guidelines part A, you have lots of actually all the parts, and you choose one, for example, request for examination. In here, we are part of the excuse me, part of the actually story. You just define the way the story actually goes and the way it actually evolves, right? You just, for example, start the procedure. You just set, again, make selections. You choose one of the options. And for example, if you receive this 72 invitation, you have further options, and you further choose one of the available choices. And at the end, you reach a certain bridge. Either you jump to another story mode or you restart. And this is kind of learning by interaction, by traveling between different timeline events in the EPC prosecution. Okay, so you have all the 4 major parts of the guidelines here, A, B, C, and D, with different subparts, where you can make selections back and forth, so that you can customize the case depending on your specific selections. And you have here Flipcards. This is also very useful. You have here all the case law references in guidelines from Part A to Part G. Part H is not yet ready. Let's see, in Part C here, you have all the case law references as long as they appear in the EPO examination guidelines. And these are just cue cards, okay? G292, you just flip it. You have some text here with the related provisions, a short explanation, and that's it. So the main legal field, legal area of interest, and related legal concepts, the case number, and basic introduction. So you can just filter out cases in here by provision, and this is just for Part C, but you can do this kind of filtering by in all the EPC, EPO guidelines parts from A to G for now. Okay, this was Flipcards, and what is next? We have here cheat sheets. It is also very useful, I believe. For example, for, let's say, Part B search, you have, for example, different topics. And when you choose one of the topics, say international searches by the EPO, you have the cheat sheet here. All the information in the guidelines is here summarized as a visually more easily digestible format, I would say. You have the related references, and you have all the different subtitles and category in a manner to be more readily learnable, because these are all categorized in different forms according to different legal concepts. So this is very useful tool also for EQE candidates, I believe. You have like all the A to D cheat sheets here categorized under different titles, and each of these are long cheat sheets for you to study, right? So this was the cheat sheets part. Now we have timeline and diagrams. Let's look at these shortly. These are the timelines for guideline parts, and it is also very, I believe, handy for reviewing your progress. And this is the, for now, final part of the web page, epcsnapshots.com. This is the alternative PCT. You all know the language of the PCT of this treaty is a little bit difficult to digest the legal content. So it is the whole convention convert to an easier and more self-understandable, in a more self-understandable format, converted version of the PCT. You have all the articles here, you see, and you can jump to directly to the provisions here. You have all the related concepts with Q information also here presented to you. You have the legal references. You can just navigate through these articles, and these are, more visually connectable, relatable to you, and more easily, I think, provides a handy resource for studying PCT, which is not a very enjoying experience when you just when you are studying for the EQE. The PCT part has always been a challenge. So this is so far like this.